Gothic stainless steel rings are seriously cool. Make a bold statement, show up to an event in style, or just look cool with some slick rings that represent you. I chose the Wolf because I'm a member of the Wolf Pack and I really like love bites. Go to gothic.com, use promo code CHILL20, CHILL20 to get 20% off. Link is in the description box below.
All right, guys. There's something I need to ask you guys. Is Mayu of NEMOPHILA being stalked? Is she being stalked? I am being serious. A serious question. No need to play it up. Let's be real. Let's be real about this. Okay. I saw a tweet here. Saw a Reddit post, and this sort of stuff. It's my blood boiling. This sort of stuff is just not cool. Not cool at all. I think the person, I have certain ideas what could happen, what should happen to the person who did this, but let's not do anything drastic or call for anything drastic. Let's be reasonable, and I guess it looks like we're going to look at the tweet from Tamu that she wants us to not do anything really and let it be handled through well, I'll show you. I would say love. Let me show you here. Okay. Let's put this on the screen here so you know I'm not making this up. By the way, guys, NEMOPHILA fans, I know you are because you're watching this video, right? What is your favorite NEMOPHILA song? The song that got you into the band? And is it still your favorite? All right, let's go check. Okay. Well, it helps if I have it on the screen, doesn't it? Technical issues. There we go. All right, so this post is interesting, and let's back up a little bit. I got this from which one? This one right here. I have to shout out the NEMOPHILA subreddit because that's where it popped out at first. It says, Mayu, it's my fault for forgetting to turn off airdrop, but I didn't realize there are still people who send messages to strangers on the train. I looked around to see if there were any weirdos, but all I saw were people in normal clothes, which gave me goosebumps. No, this is not a creepypasta. This seems to be real. We'll take her word on that. So where does this come from? It comes from her Twitter. Or her ex. You know, the way that said I came from her ex. Okay. So here's her post here on Twitter. Yeah, so you get a little bit more information here. It's translated by Google Translate, so if it's poorly translated, you know who to blame. And she says, it's my fault for forgetting to turn off the airdrop, or it says air drone, but airdrop. But I guess there are people who still send messages or it to strangers on the train. Laugh out loud. Is there anyone out there who is weird? Question mark. I looked around and saw only normal looking people, which gave me goosebumps. If you can't live a fulfilling life without doing something like that, please listen to our songs and feel good. I'd be happy if I could help you. So yes. So apparently, Mayu was receiving messages from a stranger. She didn't know. What were these messages? She didn't say. She hasn't said or anything like that. We could speculate, but there's no reason to. All what we do know is it was something a bit unnerving about it, and she was looking around to see who it was and couldn't figure it out. It was just someone. Now, is it someone who knew who she was specifically? Was it someone who had been following Mayu? Or was it just happenstance that someone was on a train in the vicinity and looking for an open airdrop to send messages to? You know, we don't know. There's no specifics, and maybe specifics do come out. Maybe they don't come out. I'm fine wherever it goes. Okay. But I will say, this sort of stuff is not acceptable. I mean, don't send random messages to stranger people. Like, how do I talk to strangers? You know, in order to, you know, a stranger is just a friend you haven't made yet. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, there's a time and a place to approach a stranger, but if you're sending messages to someone you don't know, like, constantly, and they're kind of a certain type, you shouldn't be doing that. All right, like, there's a time and place to initiate certain conversations. You gotta know when to do that. You need to know how to read the room. And know. But I say this to you guys as if you guys would do it, but I know you guys wouldn't do that sort of thing because you guys are cool guys. You guys are cool and you're gentlemen, and I know you wouldn't do that sort of thing. And you're probably with me thinking, Mayu, this guy's a creep. And creeps should be dealt with a certain way. But that's where we're wrong. Because Tamu's like, you know what? Based on her tweet here, yeah, the guy's a creep. Maybe she can help him with whatever he's dealing with her music. Which is cool. Hey, you know? Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe it'll help him. I have no idea, right? But this sort of stuff, it's unnerving, right? It's weird. It's chilling. Do you guys ever get random messages from people you don't know? How do you handle that sort of thing? I do at times. Usually they're bots. I could tell, right? Or I might humor it a little bit to see if the bot will keep the facade going. If I can break it. You know. So if I receive a random message, I don't feel unsafe about it. But that's because I'm not really worried about that sort of thing. But let's say someone who is, we're going to say, I mean, it's important. It is a factor here. A woman, a petite woman. Okay. Yeah, I could see why they're receiving messages from someone she doesn't know. Could be a little unnerving, right? Right. Now, you guys probably are with me, like, you know, receive a message. It's like, I don't know. If I receive a random message from another dude saying, you know, some sort of threat, probably be like, what? It depends if they caught me on my bad day. If they caught me on a bad day, it depends on that. But anyway, I'm curious what your thoughts are about this, and I hope Mayu stays safe and does what she does, what she can do within the limits of Japan to protect herself from any potential creepers. Okay, you got to. It's important to be able to protect yourself because because you don't want to be in a situation where you have to call for help and you have to wait for them to come to help you because that might be too late. You know. Anyway, with that said, y'all take it easy. Have a good one.